So it's main events. The rest of the day. This one for the juniors on the pole. He's won both heat races. That is Zate Legend. Next to him, Cole Brown. And rounding out the field, it is Parker Drotz. Here we go. Green flag. One lap down, this time by Zate out front. Cole Brown running in second. Two in the books this time by. Now about a half straightaway, actually a whole straightaway lead for Zate Legend. Six laps down. And a good size lead for Zate. Said Zate won both heat races. Cole Brown finished second in both heats. Cole way out in the loose stuff. Not a lot of grip right there. Good save by him. Chris Fulton displays the white flag. 1 lap to go. About a half-track lead for Zate Legend, who's going to sweep the show today in the juniors. The victory goes to Zate. Second spot will be Cole Brown. And third will be Drotz, making his debut with the club. We go to lineup right now for the final run for the 4 strokes, along with the wheel-to-wheel carts. Starting on the pole in this one, the number 48 won the last heat race, Ron Schoonover. Outside round, the number 39, that is Scott Rogers. Row number 2 on the inside, that is Norm Reynolds. And outside Norm, it'll be the number 29, that is Michelle Munoz. Rounding out the field, the number 25C, that's Richard Fitzgerald. 16 laps. Green flag. And Scott Rogers, the first to turn number 1. Schoonover right behind him. Norm Reynolds running in third. Munoz fourth. Fitzgerald rounding out the field. 1 lap down, 15 to go. Rogers builds a good-sized lead for only 2 laps in the books. Now Schoonover goes wide through turn 1. That allowed Norm Reynolds to try to sneak along the inside. Schoonover fights him off. Munoz goes around. She gets clipped by Fitzgerald. Let's see if we continue on. And we do have to go yellow as Munoz stalls it in the corner. And the leader slides around and backs it into the hay bale.
Lineup's good, 3 down. Lineup's good, 3 down.
And looks like Michelle Munoz going to retire, head back to the pit area. So we go back to green. Your leader is Roger Schoonover running in second. Third spot, it's Norm Reynolds. Fourth spot, it is Fitzgerald with the Mohawk. 3 laps down, 13 to go. Green flag. Quarter of the way through this one. Rogers advances lead to about 2 kart lengths on lap number 5. Now he starts to pull away. And problems for Fitzgerald as he pulls off the racetrack. And we go yellow. Looks like there's debris in turn number 2. Obviously, if there is, that came off Fitzgerald. And he broke a chain. As the most popular guy in karting today, Stephen Fangmeyer picks it up, carries it off the racetrack. So we're down to 3 drivers, 5 laps in, 11 to go. Your leader is Scott Rogers, Schoonover running in second. And the nicest guy in karting out of San Marcos, the Illinois native, Norm Reynolds, running in third. Norm's son-in-law, Adam Mitchell, once won a 410 sprint car race here at Perris Auto Speedway. Green flag. And Rogers completely starts to move away once again, back up to about a 5 kart length lead. Schoonover closed back in. Then both him and Rogers got wide in turn number 1 into the loose stuff. At the same time, Norm Reynolds somehow got to the inside, climbed the inside berm. So now they're all spread out. Full straightaway lead for Rogers. And Norm about a half track behind second place Schoonover. There'll be 5 laps to go this time by. There's your leader, Rogers, one more time. Completes lap number 15, so he's on his white flag lap. Checker's going to come down this time by convincing win for Scott Rogers. Second will be Schoonover, and finishing third will be Norm Reynolds. So 3 races for the 4 strokes in the Tag 125 today. 3 different winners. Rogers and Schoonover, the only guys to finish in the top 3 all 3 times. What's up next? Never mind. Getting stiff? It's just a bit. I get up because my ass is so sore. Oh. So lineup in this one has Will Brown out of Glendora. He's going to be on the pole. Outside him, it'll be the number 127. That is Ruben Barrios Jr. Row number 2, it is the 187, Raylita Munoz, and the 27, Tyler Rose Bolee.
They just told me 16 is elected to start in the back.
And Will Brown has elected to start at the back. You don't know Will Brown. I just recently met him, started doing some press work for him. Just a good dude, and that's why he's doing that. And he'll be here racing on the half mile, possibly on September 17th, when the Power Eye Southwest Lightning Sprint Cars come to Perris Auto Speedway. Green flag. Out front, it's Raylita Barrios. Battle for second, that's Will Brown and Ruben Barrios Jr. Tyler Rose will lead, bring up the back of the pack. Now Will Brown goes to the inside of Raylita. He takes away the second place spot, and her brother does likewise. 2 laps out, 14 to go. Raylita spins it out. She keeps it under power. Will keep on racing. Three laps down, Will Brown, good size lead. Tyler Rose will lead to the inside of Ruben Barrios Jr. Move the 27 cart up to second. She's about a straightaway behind the leader, Will Brown, but there's still more than half the race to go. Now Tyler Rose gets past the lap cart. There's nobody between her and the leader, Will Brown. Raylita spun going into the corner last lap. She gets it restarted again. Now let's see what Will Brown can do at the lap cart this time around. Gets slowed up a little. He goes around the wide line. Tyler Rose will lead close in a little bit more. Now she gets a little held up. And the hockey player moves past the lap cart. Oh, look out! Raylita got a refired ring from her brother. They made contact. Something bent on her cart. Steve Megmeyer motions her off the track. And we go yellow. That's Ruben Barrios Jr. got up in the hay bales coming off the last corner. Proud Pop was opening up a restaurant in the high desert area. Looking on. And looks like Ruben Jr. done for the day as well. So there's 12 laps down, there's 4 laps to go. That huge lead Will Brown had is gone. Can Tyler Rosebow-Lee, the hockey player, take the top spot away? Starter Chris Fulton jogs back to the start-finish line. Signals to the drivers, we'll go green the next time by. Oh, slow pace. Green flag. Well, Will Brown did not get off that corner well. And Tyler Rosebow-Lee takes full advantage. Checkered flag going to come down this time by. The victory's going to go to Tyler Rosebow-Lee. Will Brown, after winning both heat races, finishes second. KT 100s, you are up next. That means open class. If you're not at staging, you need to get there now because you will be up right after the KT 100s. What could be the best race of the day, we shall see. Out of the final corner, green flag. And it's Drollinger out front with Luis Calderon glued to his rear end. Hubcap Mike running in third, Lasky fourth. This spot, it is Gary Long. Boy, Long started at the back all the way up to fifth in one lap. Now Lasky trying to go to the inside of Hubcap Mike. He does, he takes third away. Calderon not letting Drollinger move away from him. We complete lap number 3, there'll be 13 to go. Calderon took a look at the inside. Drollinger fought him off. Now Calderon goes to the outside. He's going to try to duck low. Nothing happening there yet. Third spot, it's still Lasky. Fourth, Hubcap Mike. Fifth, Gary Long. Sixth spot, Hub. Seventh, Foley. Eighth spot, it's Lawson. Ninth, it's Ted Marshall. Everybody's still in. Drollinger again fights off Calderon. Calderon looks at the inside once more. Drollinger equal to the challenge. Once again, it's the old story. The kart running in second may be faster, but he can't get around the leader. Now Hubcap Mike going for the third place spot. Tries to go inside of Lasky. Lasky fights him off. Gary Long now goes to the inside of Hubcap Mike. Move him up to fourth. And Hup goes by Hubcap Mike as well. He breaks into the top 5 for the first time in the race. Kart around and into the hay bales. We go yellow. Believe that was the 53 of Lawson. We go yellow for the first time in this one. That battle up front has been awesome. We have completed 10 laps. There's 6 laps remaining. I say there is 6 laps remaining. How about there are 6 laps remaining? Try to say it in English this time. Should get the signal. 1 lap till we go green. And maybe not. And maybe so. Chris Fulton has his green flag ready to fly. Your leader, once again, is Brian Drolzer. Calderon second, Lasky third, Long fourth, Hub fifth. 6th spot, Collins. 7th spot, Bo Lee. We'll go green next time by. Bringing them to green. Back to racing. Down, 5 to go. Calderon not letting Drolzer get away. They've got Lasky hanging tight on them. Gary Long right behind him. Calderon looks to the inside. Doesn't work one more time. Long went wide off that 4th corner, and that allowed Hupp in the number 5 to move up to 4th. And Hupp goes around in turn number 3. There's no turn 4 today. And Gary Long goes around going into turn number 1. And Hubcap Mike gets the black flag. That was apparently for helping Long get around. Last lap flag, 1 to go. Final corner, trying to look. Calderon looks high, going to try to come low. Brian Drolzer takes the win. Calderon second. 3rd spot will be Lasky. 4th goes to Tyler Rosebo Lee. 5th will go to Hupp. So Brian Drolzer, a guy who races sometimes USAC Western States Midgets, who's raced sprint cars here at Perris Auto Speedway in the past, picks up the win in the KT100 class today. That crew's going to head up to Victorville for a race tonight, Wheel-to-Wheel Raceway. Some others are as well. Getting ready for the open class main event. Dwarfs, you guys are up next. Dwarfs are up next. Please be ready. This is your open class lineup. The guys won both heat race today, starting on the pole in the Jawa. That's the 09 of Mike Combs. Next to Mike will be the 69 Brian King. Run number 2, Hubcap Mike in the number 1. Outside him, Jeff Pusey in the 510. And slated in the lineup, not on the racetrack, had problems in the last heat race. That is Alan Phillips in the 42. So here we go, 16-lap open class main event. The final kart race today, or the straight-up kart. And we get the green flag. Combs out front, just like the last race. Hubcap Mike trying to chase him down. 1 lap down, 15 laps. King running in 3rd, Pusey in the 4th place spot. Told you about Drolzer. You're headed up to Wheel-to-Wheel Raceway in Victorville after this one's done. So is the leader of this main event, Mike Combs. Mike is sticking close to that 09. Once again, watch him in the corners. Hubcap Mike close in the corners. And that Jawa just beats him down the straightaway. Hubcap Mike, little bumper check down the back chute. Brian King is broken away from Pusey. That's King in the 69 in third. Pusey in the 510 running in fourth. Hubcap Mike, after dropping back a little bit, closes in big time. Cart around in turn number 3. That's Pusey. He gets off, we stay green. Boy, and that was costly for Combs. He slowed down for the lap cart. Or not for the lap cart, the cart that spun. And Hubcap Mike took full advantage of the situation. Hubcap Mike putting up a good size lead over Mike Combs. Third spot's the blue and yellow 69 of Brian King. Pusey running in fourth. Last lap flag flies, 1 to go. Checker's gonna come down this time by. The win goes to Hubcap Mike Collins. Second spot is Combs, third spot will be King, and Pusey will get credit for fourth. So Hubcap Mike, no spring chicken taking the victory. I say no spring chicken, I think he's 2 months younger than me, which meant he qualified for Social Security last December. In thus winning, Stewart will start outside row 2. He's what's called a mini dwarf master on the pole. Sadie Talkington, a mini dwarf sportsman, so they've let her start on the pole all day long. That's the 48. The Cowboy in the 6B on the inside of row number 2. And Morris in the 9 ball, starting shotgun on the field. Sadie leads the first lap. Once again, shorter field, other mini dwarfs here today. There's a 2-night race, 2 separate nights. Started yesterday at the Perris Speedway, some of the drivers down there. And the kid class is also running at the Ventura Raceway tonight, so a cut down on the field here. And Sadie gets sideways, gets clobbered by Stewart. Stewart gets back on the racetrack. He's a long way behind. Sadie, your leader. Akadagawa running in second, Micah Morris third. Sadie's going to lead the first 4. Now Morris takes over the second place spot. Stewart about a straightaway behind, trying to reel him in. And Stewart closing in. Now the top 4 running on a string. Sadie been out front the entire race. She opens up the inside of the racetrack. Morris had a peek. Stewart up to third now. Oh, and he loops it again almost. He saves it. Good save. But he drops to the back. That's only lap 7. He still has time. Muscles away. It's on the inside. And Sadie, who just lost the lead to Micah Morris, got sideways. She got clobbered by Brody Stewart. That brings out the yellow flag. Seven laps down. We go back to green. Your leader is going to be the number 8 Morris. Emerson the Cowboy will be running second.
Six B33. 6B33.
Talk to you about trophies from not for us, but somebody that's not here today is.
I don't know where he's at. Shane? You know Shane?
I don't know.
I'm not sure where he's at. He's got a run.
For somebody that hands up trophies. Yeah, you want to see Shane? Okay. And one of them is not doing over by the
Back to green. And Sadie's dwarf, 2 damage to continue on. So it's Morris out front, the Cowboy running in second, Brody Stewart in third. If I recall, Morris won the last time we were here. Boy, Brody Stewart just has problems with that dog leg. He's not the first driver who's had problems back there today. Looks like the last lap flag about to fly. It does. 1 to go for Micah Morris. Checker's going to come down this time by. The victory goes to Morris. Second spot, Akadokawa. And third will go to Stewart. Sadie will get credit for fourth. So Micah Morris going to come around, take his victory lap. As we get ready for the final race of the afternoon. Freddie's ass is getting sore from sitting here all day long. Last race of the day on the track right now. These are the Outlaw Karts. Lineup for this one, we'll have Cash Culp, who won the second heat race on the pole. Outside Cash, number 8, George Wolf. Row number 2 on the inside, that's Dylan Young, the number 45. And the number 12 will round out the field, Mike Miner. So the lineup I have is nothing like they're starting on the track. So here we go. Dylan Young will start on the pole. Outside him, Cash Culp. Back row, it is Wolf and Miner. Green flag. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or what happened there out of the corner. I don't know if the green flag came out or not, but Cash Culp got sideways. Flipped another cart. And it'll be a complete restart. I know what they're doing. They ended up starting single file. So we go racing. It's Dylan Young out front, Cash Culp running in second. Those are the 4 strokes. The 2 strokes behind is the 12 Wolf and the number 8. Actually, the 12 Minor, the number 8 a Wolf, and we go yellow. Cash Culp. Left rear wheel coming off Cash's cart. If you remember that original tangle off turn number 4, that's what he caught the other cart with, was his left rear. Once again, that kid's going to make his sprint car debut 4 weeks from tonight here at Perris Auto Speedway in our young gun class. Those are full-size 360 sprint cars.
Over that big cart flip. Steven, you might want to get those guys on the top of the hill back there.
Back to racing. It's Dylan Young out front, running second. That is Minor. Third spot, it is Wolf. Wolf, by far the most experienced of the drivers on the track right now. He's run for years out here with the So Cal Oval Karters in a flat cart. Oh, Young got way sideways, cart hooked up, did a wheelie, jumped the berm. He still ends up in the lead. How'd that happen? And this time he doesn't recover from it. So Dylan Young, who led all the way and had that spectacular deal going on a couple laps ago in turn number 1, loofs it in turn number 3. He will restart at the back. 8 laps down, 8 laps to go. Can he come from behind to win it?
That flagman would have held on to that yellow for just a moment. Lineup's good, lineup's good.
Starter Chris Fulton tells him we go green next time by. Green flag. It's Minor, Wolf, and Young. Wolf gets a little sideways in turn number 2. That opens up the second place spot for Dylan Young, now trying to chase down Minor. 6 laps to go this time by. Young has chased down the leader. Clips the inside again, gets into a tire We go yellow.
It's just on the ground, so somebody probably dropped it off a four-wheeler.
What's that?
That wrench was on the ground, somebody probably dropped it
Oh,
off
okay.
a four-wheeler.
So Miner will take the win. Wolf finishes second. Third spot will be Dylan Young. Fourth, Cash Call. That is the end of the day here at Perris Auto Speedway. Remember, we're back here, I think it's 2 weeks from today, August 6th. So make your plans to be here for that one. Hopefully it'll be a temperature like today without the humidity. On behalf of the So Cal Oval Karters and Perris Auto Speedway, I want to thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you being here. Remember, when you leave the racetrack, please drive safely and have a good trip home.